Welcome to the College Football Playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. This is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Boise State Broncos. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Broncos offense trots out there to open this game. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year, and I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Vaughn. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Now it's 2nd down here. And the running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. 3rd down coming up after that running play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
And the fair catch, signal for and take it. So Oregon's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up, to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
And here comes a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Well, that would have been a great pass on a beautiful sunny day, but in these elements, man, that is a tough thing to do. Outstanding throw and catch.
1st down, looking to throw the football. With the catch, it's Dixon. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. Quick throw caught on the left side. Finding space at the 20. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this
muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
No problem with the snowy footing there. The PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. And that's where they'll start the drive. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. And the Broncos come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
That completion sets up an important third down play. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. They're going to run it here. Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And looking to throw now on first down. And looking for a big play here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, BSU. Strong game by this quarterback.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They're going to run it. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Boy, this offensive line is so caught up in making sure that they're accounting for the defensive line. Nobody sees the inside linebacker. He comes home on the blitz and gets the sack.
And we'll see what he can do on the return.
Return is brought down at the 49. And your Boise State Broncos will take over.
Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, this is the chance you take throwing the football in these conditions. I don't know if the quarterback ever had a real good grip on the ball in the snow, puts it up in the air, and the defense is able to come up with a pick.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wideout. It's caught downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. That run sets up a critical third down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Offense stopped behind the line. A big play by the defense to wrap up the first period. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. So we'll start the second quarter here with a field goal attempt as they line up. The attempt is no good. He missed it. And that one's off target, and the game will remain tied. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Off the play fake on first down. The sure hands. It's Daniels. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
He shreds the tackle. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to take off. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
2nd down after that previous play. Bringing pressure. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Broncos starting a new series here on 1st and 10. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. 1st and 10 now for the offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And the Broncos hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And the quarterback keeps it here. And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Second down and goal. Quarterback drops back, trying to create outside the pocket man. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Boise State. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the point after is good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Trying to extend the play. They pressure it and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. Just time enough for one more play in the half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab made by the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday, what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Oregon. No chance to catch him.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early.
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. Returner trying to create good field position. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, BSU. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Boise State, 28, Oregon, 13.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped. Good job by the coverage team. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. At the 10 now. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
The Broncos hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Third and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. And he'll set up to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. It looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Ducks.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Point after, up and good. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it down into scoring position, but got stopped on 4th and goal. Got to put that behind him. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
They'll try to run it with the option. And they'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Daniels. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. There's a 1st and 10 play. Movement of the second level of the defense now. They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to scramble. And he's going to be brought down. A sack, and they still trail by 2 points. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. So, Kirk, Boise State is in front, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. The Broncos will line up to punt it away.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at fourth down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Wow, juke the first tackler. That was enough to make the first down.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. He's found some room at the 45. Brought down after a big gain in the first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time. They'll run it here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The shotgun handoff here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Down he goes, a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. Now the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's 4th down. So now we're going to have a crucial field goal attempt coming up. What a moment for this kicker. A chance to put his team on top in the final minutes of this game. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And they've regained the lead.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
Return begins inside the 10. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Let's it fly to the wideout. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll use the ground game here. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. Stops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. And the Broncos will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down.
But, Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Close to the tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He knocks this one right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Here's the second down play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On third down, he drops to throw. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Broncos. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now the crucial PAT to stretch the lead to a field goal. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Can they hang on? Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll just... Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Empty set now, 5 wide. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. And the Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it on the move. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd down.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass rush closing in. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
4th down now, and defensively, you know, you're just asking these guys to make one more stop to seal the victory.
The pass is intercepted. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive.